What Are You Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's anime nerdigan review is going to be on Sailor Moon Crystal Act 31 Infinity 5 or Episode 32. And before I get into the actual review itself, I want to explain to the nerdigans that have never watched my Sailor Moon Crystal reviews how it works. So basically, when I'm watching Sailor Moon Crystal, I have the manga right in front of me, and I'm comparing it to make sure that it is accurate. Because Sailor Moon Crystal, for those that don't know, is supposed to be basically the manga in anime form. So now that we have an understanding on that, there's one other thing. Most of the stuff I criticize is based on discrepancies with the manga, but if I don't criticize it, that means I'm totally fine with it. Because yeah, there's word changes and line changes, or to the point where it's like it's shortened. And some of it doesn't bother me, and if some of the words change, it doesn't bother me. It's just big things that are missing really bother me. So let's get to it. So something that Sailor Moon Crystal this anime needs to decide already, for crying out loud. Are we doing no inner monologues, or are we having inner monologues? You can't have it both ways, anime. But the bright side, the inner monologues are there when it really counts, so I'm not going to give them that part. So let's get to start at the beginning here. So at the beginning in the manga, the professor said that space is distorting there. And in the anime, it said that space is not, I don't know if it's Hulu or just being retarded, or if Crunchyroll's translation's doing it too. They're saying it's not fully distorted. Like, in the manga it says it is. So I was like, wait a second, this is just freaking crazy. And, you know, I kind of like something that they added a little bit more detail that wasn't in the manga, is they added a little bit more detail to the research project. So, you know, I'm fine with that. I'll take it. And this is skip from Rika. This was when they were on the train. Those are definitely rain clouds. That place has really weird weather. It's like the rainy season is still happening there. I kind of wish they would have had that. And the other thing I wasn't sure if I liked it or not, I'm leaning towards not, is this is what it said in the manga. The source of light, which is still only dimly glowing, to the source of life is weakening. And I'm just like, I don't know how to feel about that. Like, I kind of like the manga's way of saying it better, and I kind of wish they would have stuck to that. And I don't know if Crunchyroll's version had it, and it's just Hulu being retarded, because Hulu's translations are not always the best. And then, and another thing that was skipped, a lot of shit was skipped from Pharaoh 90. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But first of all, one thing that was skipped was, I'm still waiting for you to collect suitable human hosts for me to use. Instead, basically what Kaori said was, it went on to Kaori's line saying that we're still trying to find suitable hosts. And that kind of bothered me, because Pharaoh 90, it should be getting a little bit more love here. And I don't like this was shortened at all. This kind of bothered me, that, we have already settled on, this is what it said in the manga, we have already settled on the only useful method to take control of this world. I take it that you are progressing with finding the correct vessel. And this is to vessel making is progressing, isn't it? I was like, at first I wasn't sure, and then I thought about it, and I was like, yeah, this is bullshit. You shouldn't have done that, Aunt Toei. I think that was on Toei's end. And you know what? I was totally fine with Dr. Tomo's lines being shortened. I was totally fine with that, to be honest. And there was so much of Pharaoh 90 that was skipped right here in this section. I'm going to go over what it was. Basically, what it is that Sailor Moon, she says this about Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon, she destroyed our diamonds instantly with a flash of light. Could it be because of Sailor Moon's pure soul? The humans we have been taking as hosts have been no match for her power so far. Her brilliance is like the Teoran crystals, our source of light, which is shining nearer and nearer. However, it could be the light of the protectors of this planet that will illuminate the path that leads to ruin. The time of awakening draws near. This wasn't in here, and this wasn't in here either. Which was, Kaori said this. You mean the light of the three talismans is what will illuminate the path that leads to ruin? And then Pharaoh, I think this was like what she was thinking. And then Pharaoh 90 said, hold on a second. I totally lost the spot. Then Pharaoh 90 said, I want you to take Sailor Moon's infinite power away from her so that we may use it for our own revival. And we must destroy those who will bring about our impending destruction. We will destroy the Sailor soldiers and take control of the humans on this world with our own hands. And then has the evil laugh. Why wasn't this in here? Why? Just why? Okay. And then I kind of wish they would have had Kaori's thoughts, because in the manga, it's kind of funny what she's thinking. This is what she was thinking in there. She's like, as usual, he knows nothing the trouble I go through. Now I'm supposed to uncover the secret of the Sailor Soldier's power and the 3 talismans that illuminate the path to destruction. Those Sailor Soldiers, what a pain in the ass. Why wasn't that in there? You're doing some monologues, but you're doing the serious monologues, but you're not doing the funny monologues. It's not fair. And then Toulouse, this was skipped from her too. And this kind of bothered me that this was skipped. Because in the manga she says this, I can't stand to see things done half-assed. I'm not like Belui. And at Master's request, I will obtain the hosts of the Sailor Soldiers. And then the time for the Taoran crystal to shine once again will be close at hand. And I don't understand why they skipped it. It bothers me. And then I did not like that Mikado just... Mikado was supposed to say to Usagi, and this is not what it was. She said, cheer up, Usagi. What's the matter? Are you lovesick or something? Like, Mikado's supposed to be fucking funny, and she's not funny in this anime, and it bothers me. And this bothered me too. In the manga, Usagi has detention. In the anime, unless the translation's fucked up, they said she had supplementary class. Why? Just have her say that she's in detention. It doesn't take that much. And this was skipped in the anime too, when they were together. That Amy said, but it's too early to say if all of the students at the academy are brainwashed. We don't know the extent of their evil deeds. For now, we have to assume that Infinity Academy is just an ordinary school, and the students there don't know anything funny is going on. There's nothing we can do at the moment. And then Ray says, but if we don't take, and this is when they're in the headquarters, you know what I'm talking about, under the arcade. Let's see. Wait. And the students there don't know anything funny is going on. There's nothing we can do at the moment. And then Ray says, but if we don't take action, it's likely that the number of monsters will multiply. And I wish that they would have said this. Because this should have been included as well, because Ray said this. She said, in the manga, she says, but if we don't take action, it's likely the numbers of monsters will multiply. And then Minako says this, and I wish they would have kept this in, because it was so good. It was, this reminds me of the Black Moon. Our enemies could be growing ranks within the general population without us aware of it. This is a tricky situation. What the fuck? Why did you not have this? Why did you not have that line? That line was good, and it references back to the previous arc, and I wish you would have had that. And then, okay, my God, okay, I gotta say that the Haruka scene with Usagi was so perfect. I loved the Haruka scene. When she's like, speaking to her on the other side of the door, it was just exactly as it was in the manga. It was beautiful. I loved it. I loved it. And then we get to Pluto's Awakening. Pluto's Awakening was so fucking awesome. I loved how the anime did the Awakening and how they had Haruka with the Uranus sign on her forehead and Neptune with her sign on her forehead and then Pluto with her sign on her forehead, and she said, it's time. I was like, that was so beautiful. I love it. I loved it. I loved it. It was everything I wanted. And then, okay, now we're getting to the battle. So, first of all, I'm glad that they kept the transformation simple, but it wasn't supposed to be just Sailor Moon saying her line. Chimimon was supposed to say her line there too, so I was not happy with that. And the other thing that bothered me, this attack was supposed to be only Jupiter, because this is Jupiter's time, because Venus had her time, and Mars had her time, and Mercury had her time. No, this is supposed to be Jupiter's time, Jupiter's episode time, and this is supposed to be only her attacking, Sailor Moon attacking, and it was perfect. That would have been fine. Like the other combo attack did not need to be there. I swear to Kami and Arceus, Toei is just doing this just to show how awesome the animation is. That's what all they're doing, and it bothers me. It does. And then I loved when we got the moon rod. I was so happy with the mini moon rod. I was like, oh, the big sugar heart attack is here. Yay. I liked how it looked. I loved it. And then we had the silent scream. And I was literally fangirl squealing. I was so happy. I was like, oh my God, it's Pluto. It's Pluto. And it's the deadly scream. And it looks so perfect. And this is what I wanted. I wanted this so bad. I was happy as freaking hell with this shit. Anyway, and then we had Pluto's appearance. But I don't know if maybe I missed it. But in the manga, on the last panel, which, by the way, this is all, and I'm liking that Toei is doing this one chapter at a time. I like it. I'm wondering if anyone else noticed if Saturn or Neptune were there, because in the manga, Saturn, Neptune, and Pluto are all there. But in the anime, I think only Pluto was there. And if that's so, you better fix it next week. So anyway, again, this is Act 31 in the manga. Yeah, this is Act 31 in the manga. For those that were following along with it, yeah, it's Act 31. Overall, I was happy with this episode. The animation was beautiful. The music was beautiful. Everything was like lined up. The events weren't all screwy like it was a couple of episodes ago, but I'm happy that everything stayed true to the manga, so I'm for the most part, with the exceptions. Anyway, I want to know what you nerdigans thought about this episode of Sailor Moon Crystal. Are you excited for next week to see how awesome Pluto and Neptune and Uranus are going to be together? I'm so excited. I can't wait to see Pluto's transformation. I really can't. They better not fuck up Pluto's transformation. Anyway, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. And also, if you love what I do, please become a Nerdigan today and donate to the Patreon, which is the link is in the description box below. Also, if you want to see any more shenanigans that I cause on the interwebs, follow me on Twitter, which is in the description box below. And until next week, I will see you guys later. Bye!